Okay, we are back into the race here in the Downforce Cup with the GSMC. So we're just waiting for the drivers to line up onto the grid. Let us hit our replay button and make sure we are on the live feed. There we go. Is anyone on track yet? There we go. We are seeing the cars line up. Don't forget we do have a formation lap here in the GSMC. So we'll go through the grid formation of the 10 runners this evening. They are all safely on track with 10 seconds to go. So they are going to perform their formation lap for us here. So there you go, lights are off and they are away on their formation lap as they head round this beautiful Albert Park circuit here in Melbourne. So let us go to our starting order. So we have Twinflow in the Wanton GP car in pole position, followed by his brother Spook in the Wanton GP car in second place. David Kruger in third place, followed by Frozen Druid just behind in fourth. In fifth place we have the Flying Rhino with Wano Aski chasing him in sixth place. Ricky Tan in seventh place with Schmidt just behind him in eighth. In ninth place we have Jordan in the Blacklock racing car, and at the back of the grid we have Jack in the Drive-By racing team car in 10th place. So that is our starting order for this evening. Let us bring up our overlay. So we're just riding on board with the Frozen Droid. So as they just cooling around nicely, they're just holding a nice steady pace. Look at these beautiful cars here. Let's ride on board with the Flying Rhino to see what it looks like on board with these guys, just keeping their tyres nice and warm. Actually, let's look at their tyre choices this evening. So we've got the top 8 all running on soft tyres and 9th and 10th on mediums. So I'm just going to throw it to Ken. Ken, what do you make of these strategies? I think there's going to be some pit stops.
Yeah, I would imagine most people are going to try and do a pit, but it must be that Jordan and Jack are going to try and do it without.
Yep. I agree. So yeah, this could be very, very interesting. Maybe they were holding out for a safety car, a late safety car or some sort. Who knows?
Who knows?
I think Twinflow might have this evening, personally.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a quali like that, you know, how can you disagree, really? Just excellent.
Absolutely. Okay, so we'll speak to Ken a bit later. Thanks, Ken. And we are just watching now these guys line up onto the grid here. So they are just filing into their pit boxes here. Beautifully, beautifully done. Nice outlap for everyone. So they are firmly on the grid. We have 7 seconds to go. Mark the replays in 4 seconds. We've got 4 lights on. We've got 5 lights on. Holding. And it's go at the Albert Park Grand Prix. Twinflow gets a little bit of ropey start. Looks like Spook might have just got a left side of him. No, Spook has slotted in behind him nicely as they go through turn 1 nicely. And we see the 2 Bolson Racing Team cars just behind. Running back, but Flying Rhino gets through. Look at this Flying Rhino. It's hot on the heels of David Kruger. Kruger goes to defensive on the inside. Flying Rhino looks to go for the outside line. There's no room for him there, so he has to slot in just behind. They've actually got through beautifully through the first couple of corners here. And we see Jack actually making a move up into 9th place on Jordan's. Jack already through Jordan on the way up. We see Kruger now going through and chasing down. But it looks like a slow Spook here. And it looks like they're all over him. They're in the draft here. Look at this. As they crab him through. Look at this. Oh, he's literally bump drafting him through. It's David Kruger. And we're looking at Flying Runner trying to through the outside, but there's no room for the inside there. That is absolutely deadly to go through. And look at that. Twinflow runs wide. Spook gets through by the skin of his teeth. He must have run wide here. But now we've got Flying Rhino defending from Wano Aski here. But they have kept it absolutely beautifully clean here. As now we're watching the Flying Rhino continue through the final section. Don't forget, we don't get DRS until lap 2 here. Just like the real Formula 1. As they now head down the start-finish straight. 2 Wonton in the top banner. Absolutely. We have Wontons all over the show. As we see top Wonton 1, 2. Kruger in 3. Flying Runner 4. Aski in 5. As they head on down to... Oh, look at this. Look, it looks like the Flying Runner is going to try and make a move on Kruger. But Kruger's having none of it. Kruger closes the door from him. I think they might just be in a little bit of, well, it doesn't look like the Flying Rhino is, but they might be trying to just protect their tyres here, but Rhino is pushing on hard here. Rhino, look at this, all over the gearbox of that Bolson racing car. He is not having it. Oh, look at that, just a little bit of squiggles on the exit there, but look at this is absolutely fantastic racing from these two. Oh, there's a little bit of a touch there, I think. Just a little bit of a touch, but look how close he's on the grass here, just trying to find a way through. Has to back off, and now he's going to be slow through these corners here. That's going to allow... Oh, Askey runs wide there, so Askey's not going to be able to get the move done, but Frozen Droid should be all over the back of him. He is indeed. Look at this Frozen Droid trying to go around the outside because Askey closed the door. Is he going to get the move done? Askey's going to open it. Oh, look at this. Look at side by side here. They're going to be close between two. It does. Askey keeps the place there. Beautiful defending. Frozen Droid had to give up the place, but now Rickytan is hot on the heels of Frozen Droid. And we see Askey still defending fresh air there, so that's going to make him slow down the start-finish straight as they head on down the start-finish straight. But look, you can see Flying Rhino as well up ahead. They're going side by side with Kruger. Flying Rhino is absolutely pushing him on. He wants to get past him and not let those wontons escape, because once those wontons go, the wontons have gone. Wow, what an amazing start. So we just seen Flying Rhino trying to chase through here. We're going to watch Frozen Droid now just chasing Wino Askey with Rickytan now actually just falling off the back of the gearbox from him. Schmidt behind, Jack behind, Jordan down in 10th place. We see Rickytan running wide and kicking up a load of dust there. And look at this, the Kruger and... Oh, look, there's just no space for him on the outside there. He needs to pick his moves better there. Has he got the rear flap open? I can't tell. He does indeed. He has the DRS open wide here. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's not going to go down the inside. Just not enough space. Oh, he's gone really wide. Oh, he just catches the car on the exit there. That is a huge move from Rhino. Absolutely. Like any good meal, Wonton's always gone first. Absolutely. But yeah, what is that from our Flying Rhino? Absolutely fantastic stuff from him. He managed to keep the car on track, but it's just fallen back a little bit from David Kruger. But we see Askey now in a bit of trouble with the very fast Frozen Droid here. So Frozen Droid actually lost a few places at the start. And Askey is all over the back of him. Do we see... Yeah, we do see the rear flap open from the Top Gun livery car of Frozen Droid. And oh, we see Askey's lost it. Askey's lost it big time in the corner. Lost his front wing here. Askey has spun. He's reversing on the track here. So we saw Wino Askey spinning. Oh, we see Jack just dodging around. So Askey gets underway here. He gets the car back underway from Wino Askey, but he just dropped it through turn 2. Oh, he's going to drop it again into turn 3 and 4. Oh, he's very, very slow here. That is a real shame from Askey because he was shaping up to chase down... was shaping up to have a good battle with Frozen Droid. So that has released Frozen Droid now up into P5. But we still have this battle here from the Flying Rhino and David Kruger. Rhino does not want to give this up. He has the DRS open again. It's going to allow him to catch right up onto the back of this car. But he's absolutely on it here. Oh, he's got it. Oh, it looked like it was going to go deep there, but it didn't. He managed to keep the car in line beautifully there. But look at the speed difference there from the overhead shot. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there from the Flying Rhino as he heads through here. Look at this. This car just doesn't seem to suffer too much from the wash here. Oh, he's got the DRS open here. Look at this. He's going to be fantastic as he goes through the outside. He goes for the outside. Kruger defends the inside. He's going to turn. He goes around the inside. He gets the move done. Oh, no, he's dropped it. That's a big accident. That is a huge accident on the exit of turn 1. He gets the car spun back round here. He is going to have all sorts of issues with that car now. Big, big accident from the Flying Rhino. Oh, his car is all wonky and all over the place here. As we now see Schmidt now chasing him down. The Flying Rhino is going to struggle to get that back to the... Oh, we see Schmidt into the barrier as well. Schmidt hard into the barrier. This might require a safety car if the Flying Rhino can't get this car back in time. And we now see a Rickytan hard on the tail of Frozen Droid here. Rickytan, rear flap open, gets the move on the inside of Frozen Droid. He does indeed gets the car done. We see Askey in the pits now. Oh yeah, we just see a Frozen Droid now through the pits. Look at that. Beautiful move by Rickytan. Let's ride on board. Oh, Flying Rhino is, just absolutely struggling to get that car through. Schmidt gets through nicely. Frozen Droid down into P5. I don't know if Frozen Droid's had a bit of an accident as well as they continue on their way. And we've just seen them going down. Oh, look at that Frozen Droid down the start, finish straight. So currently, let's have a look at the order. We do have Twin Flow in P1 with Spook behind him, Kruger in third, Ricky Town fourth, Frozen Droid in fifth place, sorry, as he's chasing now Ricky Town. He's hot on his tower. He's got the DRS here. Ricky Town goes for the defense and it's Frozen Droid's locked up. Frozen Droid's gone off. Oh, it literally broke onto the grass and he's gone wide. So Frozen Droid got off but doesn't hit the barrier, gets the car under control. Oh, nearly spins, joining back onto the track. So Frozen Droid now on his way. As we see Ricky Tan continue as Flying Rhino has now made it back to the pits and he's repairing his car here. And he gets underway into 8th place for the Flying Rhino. We see Jordan now into the pits as well with a damaged front wing. That is a real shame from him. So we are watching the Wontons 1 and 2 here as they circulate round. We see ASCII back into the pits as well. So ASCII is into the pits and Jordan's still in the pits and we're seeing the Wontons just about to lap them here. And the Wontons 1, 2 as they head on down the start finish straight. Oh, someone just got off wide into the barrier. Was that Jordan? No, who is that? ASCII into the barrier hard. That was a huge accident from ASCII there. A big accident from ASCII into the barrier. That might take a bit of cleaning up. And ASCII is out of the race. So we have 31 minutes remaining and we have lost Mr. Wino ASCII down in 10th place. We have Kruger here up into P3. Ricky Tan just behind him in P4. Frozen Droid in P5. So where are the battles? The battles at the moment are between the two Wontons in 1st and 2nd place. So as we're just watching them now go through the final 2 corners and down the start finish straight here, we have Twin Flow in 1st and Spook into 2nd place. And they're a good 5 seconds ahead of Mr. David Kruger in P3. Oh, look at that. It's just beautifully. The car just looks like it's absolutely on rails here. Oh, we see Ricky Tan now. Who's that going past? Who was that going past? Who was that Ricky Tan going past there? Oh, that was through a recovering Jordan. So Ricky Tan through on Jordan. And so Jordan is now a lap down. So that is Ricky Tan up into a lovely 4th place here. So let's have a look. Where is Jack at? So Jack up into 7th place. 30 minutes remaining. Jack just crossing the start finish line all out on his own. He is a good 13 seconds behind his nearest rival, so he's lost a lot of time on the opening laps. Flying Rhino now going through the final corner. He's also lost a lot of time through a big accident. And now he's just crossing the start finish line now. 29 minutes to go. We have the Wontons 1 and 2. So they're just crossing the start finish line to finish another lap. So here we have, who should we have a look at? Oh, ASCII is slightly pit. Let's look right on board with Jordan. So here we have Jordan now cruising along. Who is that behind him? That looks like that might be Frozen Droid looking to lap him in the 38 delivery car. Actually, we don't have battles on. Let's turn our battles on here. So Battle for 9th is just Jordan at the moment on his own in 9th place here as he's cruising along. Where is the Rhino up in 8th place? He's a good way ahead as he crosses the start finish line now, all out on his own. So we have Twin Flow here with the fastest lap of a 19.076. And he looks like he's just dropped Spook slightly. So yeah, Spook is just a little bit out on his own. Dropped back at just under a second, so he no longer has a DRS. So he's now on his own to stay within the car. As he now travels down the start-finish straight. Who is that? Kruger there. Kruger. So Kruger is a little way behind in third place. So we have a yellow in sector 1. That is a spin from Twin Flow. Twin Flow has spun pretty severely there. So Twin Flow has spun. Gets back on track now. So Twin Flow is now down into P3. Made a mistake into turn 1. We just tripped off him. So Twin Flow now down into P3. That has allowed release Spook into first. Now Kruger is in second place with Twin Flow just behind him, and Ricky Tan now thinking about picking up another spot here as they head into the middle part of the track. So Twin Flow is not going to be happy with that. Let's have a look, see if we can see Twin Flow on Ricky Tan's onboard. Yeah, here he is. You can just about see him up ahead. So that would have reinvigorated Ricky Tan for sure. Now you can see a wonton up ahead. Oh, you just hear the tyres screeching as they go through that corner there. They must start to overheat a little bit. This track is very, very punishing on the front left tyre. That's the one that starts to overheat the most. So who have we got where? We've got Schmidt actually in 6th place, doing a really good job in 6th place. He's got Jack behind him, Frozen Droid ahead of him, holding his line nicely as he continues along down the road under the KRT banner, who sadly cannot be here with us this evening, the KRT racing team, but gets the Top Gun car under control and on his way. So let's have a look. Is there any battle? So we've got Twin Flow and Ricky Tan pretty close together here. So yeah, Ricky Tan is definitely closing in on Twin Flow. Twin Flow must have just been a little bit unsettled with that accident that he had. That little bit that coming off on turn 1 is just going to upset him a little bit, I think. And he's going to be now chasing Kruger down hard. We've got a yellow in sector 1. Jordan's gone off into the barrier. Has he got the car under control? He does indeed look like he's got the car. Yeah, looks like he's under control and on his way. Do we have any idea what happened to Mr. Askey as well? He's just, oh, I don't think he's in the... I don't think he's here anymore. I think he's gone. He's actually gone, which is a real shame. So, let's have a look. We've got Twin Flow continuing on his way. So we don't know what happened to Mr. Askey. We just saw him sort of warp, it looked like, into the barrier, which was a real shame. So Twin Flow is now chasing down Kruger, who is in P2, who's a long way behind Spook. Spook is now a good 8 seconds plus ahead. Ricky Tan just dropping off the back of this a little bit. He's dropped back from 1.8 to 2.5 on that last lap, so dropped nearly a second that lap. Maybe just starting to manage his tyres, but it does look like this wonton is pushing hard and chasing down Kruger. Oh, we see that, just a little bit of snap there from the wonton as he goes through the fast right-hander. Didn't look too happy. The tyres are probably screaming, but look at this. He's absolutely gaining on him. Look at this, hand over fist. You can just see the gap decreasing to absolutely nothing here. DRS is active. Now only 3/10 behind him as he goes through. Oh, the clubbers the curb there. How he kept that is anyone's game. The car looked like it was going to take off, but look at this. They are within 3/10 of each other now. And Kruger is going to start to look in his mirror here to see what is going on as they now go through the final sector, the final few corners as they head down the start-finish straight. Wonton is going to get the DRS again. He does indeed. The DRS is wide open as soon as he can get it. He's absolutely catching him as he flies down the start-finish straight. Gets the car turned into turn 1. Kruger runs just a little bit deep there. He's going to be compromised on the exit, and he is slightly. Wonton now, DRS open again. This track has 4 DRS zones, so he's going to be able to stick with him no matter what he does. As soon as you get that DRS and the speed of that wonton as well, and the speed of Twin Flow, as they now head through. Oh, look at that Kruger running wide there. Gets a little bit of snap, but keeps the car happy. Now they head through. Oh, see, it's like tit for tat. You see one car step out, and then you see a second car step out. We are 23 minutes remaining here, nearly halfway through the race, and we see Wonton closing in. He's going to go around the outside. He's defending the middle. Beautiful move there by Kruger to defend. Runs a little bit wide here. Is he going to be vulnerable on the exit down into the final corner? DRS again, wide open, defending the inside. Beautiful. He's going to go for the switchback. No, it's just too fast of a corner there for a switchback. As they head through, now he just needs to keep him close through these. Oh, look at that lock at the front left there. But can manage to maintain. He's going for a pit stop here. Wonton into the pits. So we have our first actual genuine pit stop of the race. Twinflow into the pit lane, and Ricky Tan into the pit lane, and Frozen Droid into the pit lane here. So they're all pitting just before the halfway mark. They're all looking for the undercut here. And we see Frozen Droid. Oh, look at that. Frozen Droid is just blocking Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan gets the car stopped, gets underway. So look like Ricky Tan. Oh, look here. Frozen Droid is right caught up onto Ricky Tan here. So Ricky Tan had a slightly longer stop than Frozen Droid as they come across. Frozen Droid cutting the first corner here. It looks like Frozen Droid is going to try and make a move early on Ricky Tan to try and take the place from him. He made up a load of time in the pit stops there from Frozen Droid. Oh, there's contact there on the back of Ricky Tan and Frozen Droid as they now head through the very fast right-hander here. Oh, bumped over the corner there. So Twinflow now out back into third place. So they have stopped for a pit stop. Let us bring up our pit stop timers actually. Where is the pit stops? There it is. So we have Twinflow, Ricky Tan, Frozen Droid all stopped. Look at this Frozen Droid trying to go around the outside. Ricky Tan holding the middle. Frozen Droid got the DRS. He's going to go around outside. Ricky Tan defends. Frozen Droid runs wide. ASCII hardware failure. Gutted. Oh, mate. ASCII, that is such a shame, dude. Yeah, we wasn't sure what happened. We didn't get a chance to chat to you, mate. That is absolutely. Oh, ASCII, thanks for the Prime sub, dude. Really appreciate that, my man. Yeah, absolutely gutted for you, dude. And we see Spook now into the pit lane with Kruger. So there we go. Spook is out. Kruger is out. But Twinflow now, is he going to get the undercut? Is Twinflow going to be fast enough to get out of the pit? No, there's Kruger ahead. So Twinflow now back behind him in P3, in genuine P3. So he's actually lost a bit of time. So Kruger gained some time for it. But look at this side by side here for Ricky Tan and Frozen Droid here. Frozen Droid now has to get inside. That looked like a fantastic move there. He's got the DRS. He cuts across his nose. He says, not today, Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan rightly defends, gets on the brakes there. Doesn't want to smash into the back of him, and they continue on the way. Ricky Tan needs to stay with him, though. He needs to stay with him and get the DRS for the next couple of zones and fight his way back as they head down it. I can't remember how the DRS works, but it might be Frozen Droid's DRS to allow him to continue on the way. Halfway through the race. Oh no, Ricky Tan has got the DRS. So Ricky Tan now hot on the back of Mr. Frozen Droid here. Look at that. Look at the speed Ricky Tan has. Nearly overshoots the corner. He had so much speed on the back of Frozen Droid. So Ricky Tan is not going to want to give up P4. Very likely. As we see them now go through the final part of the track. Absolutely fantastic racing from these two. Very, very clean. We see Twinflow actually closing on the back of Kruger as well. So that battle is going to hard. We see actually Frozen Droid running wide. Ricky Tan now onto the back. Twinflow with a lap time of an 18.726. That's nearly a qualifying time for him. Look at this. Ricky Tan now into T1. Ricky Tan side by side gets on the brakes, gets the move done. Oh, he goes for the undercut. Oh, that looked mental from Frozen Droid. It looked like he cut straight across the corner. That was phenomenal. And we've got a Jack and Flying Rhino coming together as well further back, so we can keep an eye on that. We're just going to keep watching this battle a little bit. So Ricky Tan is going to get the DRS again. He can't let Frozen Droid escape through these series of corners, though. He needs to stay with him. As we now see Schmitty pitting for tyres, it looks like, unless he's had an accident. Schmidt pits from P6. We are just watching the thing here. Let's bring this up. So Ricky Tan does have the DRS, but look at this. He just doesn't have the overdrive. Look at that dirty. I know. I'm not sure if it was dirty or not. We couldn't see on board from Frozen Droid. So we'll have to take a look. I don't know if Ricky Town went wide or not, but Ricky Town needs to stay in the DRS of Frozen Droid. Oh, look at that Ricky Town. Looks like he missed his breaking point. Nearly slammed into the back of Frozen Droid. That looks absolutely way too close, to be fair. Way too close. Oh, Ricky Town locks up the front left here. Gets a little bit screwy. That's going to allow Frozen Droid just to escape a little bit. He does indeed. But Ricky Town still has a DRS on him. But Frozen Droid is just managing to just drive a little bit of a smoother line. Ricky Town just needs to keep smooth and fast behind him and just keep pushing on as much as he can. But Flying Rhino now hot on the back of Jack. So Jack, I don't think, has stopped for a pit stop. Has he indeed? No, Jack hasn't stopped, but he's still on the medium tyres. So is the Flying Rhino, actually. So these are both on medium tyres, these guys. And we're seeing now Flying Rhino on his recovery drive, trying to get back through Jack. And we saw how fast Flying Rhino was in the opening sections of this track. Jack is down into P6. We see Jordan now pitting down in 9th place again. I wonder if that is for anything other than just normal pit stops. We didn't see that, unfortunately. Oh, we see Jack nearly taken out by Flying Rhino there. Jack broke, it looked like really early and absolutely scared Flying Rhino off the road there. So Flying Rhino had to take evasive manoeuvres and missed Jack. So Jack has escaped for a while, but we see Ricky Town back on Frozen Droid, it seems. Ricky Town hasn't given up this fight. So what was their last lap? Yeah, Ricky Town was slow on the last lap. Frozen Droid did a 120.0. Ricky Town did a 120.7. Let's see what they are this lap. Frozen Droid crosses the line and does a 19.8. Ricky Town does a 20.3. So yeah, Frozen Droid is just starting to egg that away. But actually, Spook's gone off. Oh my god, what's happened here? Spook must have gone off because Kruger is now up into P1 and there's a back marker. Oh, look at this. This back marker's going to get in the way. Is that Jordan? That might be Jordan. So what happened to Spook? I have no idea. But it looks like Kruger might have just took him there. But Spook was way out ahead. So Spook may have made a mistake. I've got a replay saved, I think. We might be able to see that in just a second. But yeah. So Kruger now up into P1, Spook into P2. That is phenomenal. Let's have a look on board with Spook. See if we can see anything quickly. No, yeah, Kruger just catches up with him and just makes a really sweet move down the inside turn 3. Yeah, look at that. Just gets the move done. Beautifully worked there from Kruger. Absolutely fantastic from him. So yeah, what a drive from Kruger here. So Kruger, and look at that, Kruger is absolutely on one. What tyres is he on? So they're all on softs, but Kruger has absolutely just found some serious pace here. With a 19.4 the last lap, Spook did a 21.0. What fuel did they put in that car? It's absolutely like a rocket ship now. So Spook is down into P2, Kruger up into P3. Look at Twinfo now chasing down his brother in P3. Frozen Droid and Ricky Town have petered out somewhat. Yeah, Ricky Town has fallen off the back. And we've got Flying Rhino dropped now behind Schmidt. So Flying Rhino must have had another little spin. And we are now watching Jordan down in P9 into some points as well. Found speed or just spending his tyres. Yeah, maybe just spending his tyres. We still have 15 minutes to go. We know this absolutely murders tyres, this track. So we need to keep a tough eye on those because, yeah, setting 19s is all well and good, but if you can't keep them till the end, who knows? But very interesting. Actually, I'm going to bring Ken in here quickly. So Ken, it's very interesting. I saw all of the leaders basically pit with 25 minutes to go. So that's over halfway to go on the same set of tyres in the second half of the race. Do we think there might be a second stop?
They didn't change tyres, no?
They did change tyres, yeah. They all changed tyres, but just not different type.
Yeah.
So do we think then that they might be on for another pit stop?
Oh, I don't know about that. That would be very interesting indeed. Especially considering people like Jack are still out on track with no pit stops at all.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just watching now here. Twinflow is right on the gearbox of Spook, so Spook has lost a lot of speed here. For whatever reason, it looks like Spook is letting Twinflow through, so Spook is allowing Twinflow to go through. So Twinflow has got a lot of speed, so I wonder if Spook's caught a bit of damage or made a mistake and has got some issues or what. I'm not sure, but yeah, just Spook has just gone from 8 seconds in the lead to being now into P3 and being overtaken by both Kruger and his brother Twinflow. And the next behind him will be, with Jack with big issues. Jack's got missing a front wing here. So Jack has missed the front wing, must have had an accident there. He's now going to enter into the pits here. And Jack into the pits safe. Oh, locks up through the pit lane. Does he get a penalty for that? We don't know. He's got to be close, I think. But yeah, Jack now into the pits for a new front wing. That's a real shame for Jack in P8. So he does make a pit stop. We'll see if he goes out on some soft tyres. And now we're watching Frozen Droid here. How far is Frozen Droid? Is 7 seconds behind Spook. Let's see if that gap continues to fall or not. So yeah, that is a long pit stop from Jack. That is a real shame. 20 odd seconds here. That has allowed the Flying Rhino through. So Flying Rhino up into P7. He can chase down Schmidt ahead of him into P6. But look at this. Jordan's doing a fine job as a back marker. He's not giving up any time to Frozen Droid. He's just doing what he needs to. Oh, that was a little bit cheeky. Maybe he didn't know Frozen Droid was there. Nearly took him off the road. But now Jordan's off the road now. Finally allows Frozen Droid through as they go through. And Frozen Droid is going to breathe a breath of fresh air after that. But it looks like Spook is just keeping up here with Twinflow. But Twinflow is on his way now. He is 3 seconds behind Kruger. Kruger is up the road. 3 seconds up. So yeah, this race is ebbing and flowing. 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go. We'll just see if what's the deal with Mr. Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan now down into P5. And he continues on his way. So yeah, he's a good 5 seconds now behind Frozen Droid. He's lost touch with that, but he's way ahead of Schmidt. So he's got no worries from behind him. Kruger is making s'mores out there. He is indeed with those wontons. So yeah, it just looks like, I'm not sure. So yeah, we've got Kruger going 19.5s, Twinflow going 19.9s, Spook going 20.8. Frozen Droid is going slightly faster with 20.5, but the gap isn't coming down fast enough really. So he's still 7.1 behind Spook. So yeah, it'd be interesting to hear from Spook to see what exactly happened to him in that phase of the race. We have a Sector 3 yellow, who is that Twinflow DNF. Twinflow DNF. Oh shoot, we missed that completely. What happened to Twinflow here? We've got to find out from our race director. Oh, we're hearing straight into a barrier. That is a real shame from Twinflow. Oh, with 10 minutes to go. So Twinflow now out of the race. Frozen Droid up into P3. And Ricky Tan just behind him. Okay, we're just going to throw it to Ken for here what happened to Twinflow. Go ahead, Ken.
So yeah, it looks like Twinflow cut a corner and got a bit of air actually through the corner and just couldn't turn and went straight into a barrier. So yeah, some damage there, and that's a DNF. It looks like.
Oh, that is such a shame for Twinflow. He was doing such a good job up into P2 as well. So yeah, we have Twinflow now DNF'd and just falling down the grid. That is a real shame. Thanks, Ken. So Frozen Droid up into 3, Ricky Tan up into P4, Schmidt now up into P5. And who have we got here? We've got the Flying Rhino who's going to be lapped by David Kruger here. So Kruger is coming up to lap him. We've got blue flags flying. So Kruger a good 7 seconds up the road with 8 minutes to remain. Kruger's making s'mores out of those tyres. The cars can wreck. Yeah, they can indeed. They can lose wheels. They can lose front and rear wings. So yeah, they can definitely total themselves if they hit a barrier hard enough. Which is a real shame. And we just see Kruger now cruising on through. Look at that. Kruger doing a fine job up into P1. Spook is still holding. Oh, Spook. The gap to Spook and Frozen Droid has fallen down to about 5 seconds now. So Frozen Droid is making inroads. Spook may have been caught up a little bit in Twin Flow's accident, as it were. But yeah, we've got 5 seconds here. What we've got Spook doing a 21.1 on the last lap, and Frozen Droid doing a 20.1, so nearly a second faster in the last lap than Spook. So Spook must be carrying some sort of damage or some sort of injury to that car, because the pace has just fallen way off for Spook. So Frozen Droid is going to start to be smelling a little bit of blood in the air if this trend continues, for sure. Oh, we took Frozen Droid into the barrier hard. Frozen Droid spun into the barrier. He's across the track here. Frozen Droid's reversing onto the track, gets the car spun around. Ricky Tan now goes through. Ricky Tan overtakes Frozen Droid, so Ricky Tan up into P3. Frozen Droid had a spin down into P4, and we see Frozen Droid spinning again. Oh, nearly spun again as he tries to make a move back on Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan now up into P3, and Frozen Droid drops down into P4. He's not going to be happy about that, but the tyres must just starting to be screaming and really overheating here. Like we said, they stopped basically at 25 minutes remaining, so only after 15 minutes. So they're asking 25 minutes out of this set of second softs, and they must starting to be hurting here. And we just see that. Oh, look at that! Look, he just doesn't have the rear grip anymore. The rear grip has just gone completely from Frozen Droid's car. He just doesn't have the rear grip from what he needs from the turn-in. He just can't trust it anymore. The tyres have overheated massively. He needs to just take a time and allow those tyres to cool down. He's got DRS though, so he's going to be able to stick with Ricky Tan through this section. As we say, Ricky Tan fly through. Has he got the grip through here? He does. A high downforce section though, so that is definitely going to help him through there. But it's going to be these slow speed corners that he's going to start to feel it as he goes through here now. It holds it through there well, so the tyres probably just started to cool down a little bit. But yeah, Frozen Droid and Ricky Tan now battling it out as they go through the final sector. That is someone just ahead of him, I think. I think that might be... Oh, that is the Flying Rhino's car. Looks like that car's crabbing as it goes down the start-finish straight, actually. That car is definitely wonky, I think, the Flying Rhino. Yeah, look, Flying Rhino, look, he's all over. Look at that, he can barely keep the car straight. He's definitely had a whack on the barrier as Flying Rhino. He can barely keep that thing in a straight line. But Ricky Tan now goes through, but that has cost him a little bit of time to make sure he can get through Flying Rhino. And now the Frozen Droid is back on him. Ricky Tan is going to defend P3 with all his might here. And Frozen Droid is going to want it back. Frozen Droid was gifted P3 after our friend Twin Flow sadly DNF'd and hit the barrier down in P9. And we've had 2 DNFs. We've had Mr. Wanoaski and Twin Flow in 9th and 10th. But look at this Frozen Droid now looking to go to the inside here. Doesn't make fancy the move. Closes the DRS early. It means he tapped the brake. Got out of that move as they now flood into the final sector. Ricky Tan just ahead by what, 0.17 seconds. Oh, Ricky Tan runs wide though. Frozen Droid though is going to go up the inside. Ricky Tan squeezes in. Ricky Tan cuts in. Ricky Tan just about holds it. I think if Frozen Droid hadn't got the wheel spin out of that corner, he would have made it. Frozen Droid needs to be patient here. Just follow him through, right on his gearbox, get the DRS and push down. Ricky Tan instantly goes defensive to the inside. Ricky Tan is not allowing Frozen Droid any space here. Ricky Tan goes back to the racing line, stays ahead. Oh no, Ricky Tan nearly loses the rear hit. Oh, they collide. There was a touch there. Front wing of Frozen Droid to the rear wing of Ricky Tan, but they both managed to get out of there alive. Ricky Tan now fighting these tyres. You can see everything is starting to really, really struggle. We had I'm Dead Happy saying I'm making s'mores. These tyres are like roasted marshmallows. They are like soft rubber now. They are just struggling to keep these things alive. We still have Kruger out in front and Spook just behind. But these two battling is going to put any paid to these two getting first, second. But look at this now. Frozen Droid has the overspeed here. Frozen Droid is looking to go around the outside of Ricky Tan. Ricky Tan is not going to have it. He's going to shut it down. He's going to go around the outside. Oh, he goes off the track here. Frozen Droid off the track. And he spins into the barrier hard. Frozen Droid into the barrier hard. Oh, he's lost his front wing. No. Oh, that is a real shame. So Frozen Droid is going to have to pit here. Frozen Droid without a front wing goes wide. He should have given up on that move, but he continues on his way. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And we see Flying Rhino still crabbing behind here. As we see, oh, that is a real shame. With Frozen Droid got a pit, I should imagine he will go. No, Frozen Droid's going to continue on. He thinks he can make it. So now, can Schmidt, with how far is Schmidt behind? 25 seconds. Can Schmidt catch Frozen Droid is the real question. I'm dead happy. I think the tyres are just theoretical now. They are absolutely theoretical, especially after that spin. And his front tyres are going to be absolutely screaming in pain. Schmidt is a long way back, actually. Schmidt is 60 seconds behind his teammate. So he is probably not going to make it into P4 unless Frozen Droid has another similar accident. Oh, he does run wide there. Frozen Droid is going to be very lucky indeed to stay with it here. We just need Schmidt to continue, I think. But Schmidt being his teammate, is he going to want to punish him? 2 minutes to go. Basically a lap and a bit. Where is Kruger? Kruger down the start-finish straight here. Doing a fine job. 8.6 seconds up the road from Spook. Nearly 9 seconds now as they continue along the road. It's right. Oh, look at that. Frozen Droid running wide everywhere. What is the gap between him and Schmidt? Now down to 50 seconds. That's 10 seconds lost in half a lap. He's going to do well, I think, Frozen Droid, to keep this together. But yeah, he's decided to stay out and not sacrifice. I mean, he could have pitted. I think he could have pitted and got out in 60 seconds and still maintained 4th place. So I'm not sure if this makes much sense, if I'm honest. But he is trying to make it work for sure. I mean, he's a big risk of basically crashing that car again. But we will see. Oh, look at that. Oh, big lock. Oh, big lockups here. Look, just bumping across the gravel here. Just trying to keep the car under control. Here comes Jack in the drive-by racing team car as he goes up the inside. But yeah, Frozen Droid, just you can't push when the car is in this state. You have to just keep it steady. Schmidt now 45 seconds behind. Oh, we just see him all over the place. We've got 46 seconds remaining of the race. Oh, he goes into the barrier again, hits the barrier. Oh, Frozen Droid, you could have made a stop, I think. And we're going to watch Frozen. Where is Kruger in all this? He is into the first sector, so we've got a little bit of time. I want to see if... So Frozen Droid now 29 seconds adrift from his teammate, Schmidt. Where is Schmidt? Yeah. Oh, Schmidt makes a big lock up though, so Schmidt is not gonna make it with that sort of move. Let's watch Frozen Droid now. It continues. So Kruger is gonna be finishing his last lap. We've got 7 seconds remaining of the race. So when David Kruger crosses the line at the end of this lap, he will have won the Melbourne Grand Prix. 0 minutes remaining, as you can see from the timer there. As we watch him through the final sector, let's keep an eye on the Frozen Droid. He is absolutely crawling through this last sector. As we can see, teammate is now 30 seconds behind. But this is the man of the evening, Mr. David Kruger, as he goes through the final sector, gets through 2 more corners to go, 2 more sweeps of the wheel, 1 more sweep of the wheel. Look at this, beautifully managed by Mr. Kruger. Gets the car across the line, and he crosses the line to win the Melbourne Grand Prix, and a little celebratory crash at the end there. Congratulations to him. We're going to watch now Spook, who definitely had some performance issues, I feel, at the end of the race. Crossing the line now in P2. Good job from him. Ricky Tan is going to come and finish in P3 on the podium. What a amazing drive from him. Some good defending from him, from Frozen Droid. Frozen Droid unfortunately made that mistake in the fast hairpin. So Ricky Tan now crosses the line in P3. Beautiful job from him. Frozen Droid still hanging on though in P4 in the damaged Top Gun livery car. Runs wide on the exit there as he continues on the way. Schmidt is not going to catch him as we see Jack. Is that Jack run out of fuel on the end of the race. That looks like Jack might be out of fuel. It is! Jack has run out of fuel right at the end of the race. He will still qualify for a finish position in 7th place, I believe. I think Jordan might be just a little bit too far down. It might be a lap or two behind. So Jack out of fuel at the end of the race. We see Frozen Joy crossing the line in P4. Good job from him. And his teammate, Schmidt, who may have already finished, I think. So as he goes through, yeah, it looks like Schmidt might have finished already, which is good for him. So Schmidt in P5, Flying Rhino in P6. And Jack will finish in P7, just crawling along there. And Jordan with a fine race in P8, some good points there for him at the end of the race. Thanks for turning it in death mode after all. You're welcome, I did happy, absolutely welcome. We had 2 DNFs out of 10 starters. That is pretty atrocious. Terabyte, thanks Boost and Ken, brilliant race, and thank you. No worries, I'm going to bring Ken in here now. You're welcome, Terabyte. I'm dead happy. Will post-race breakdowns and interviews be something to add to future race tournaments? Quite possibly. It's just all about how much time we have. So Ken, how was that race for you?
Yeah, excellent. It was a really, really clean start from everyone. I was very impressed. But yeah, just a few errors throughout, a few wings going missing. Really split up the pack, and yeah, it just came down to a couple of individual challenges for certain positions. Yeah, good race all in all.
Yeah, I agree, absolutely. Yeah, that was definitely a good race for us. So we just want to thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here as we just see Kruger pushing Jack across the line here to actually finish his race so Jack can get the points for 7th place. But we will be back next week in a not so sunny and slightly damp Silverstone. So that will be definitely one to watch. So we will see you same place next week. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you again next time. Goodbye.